This is not your typical printing machine. 3D printing builds three-dimensional objects.
We challenge them to use 3D printing to create artificial kidneys.
UConn professor Anson Ma challenged his chemical engineering students, but then came up with this artificial kidney using a 3D printer.
How does it build something like this?
It's what we call additive manufacturing method. So you add things drop by drop and then try to reconstruct it in a three-dimensional space.
Professor Ma says clinical trials are possibly 5 to 10 years away.
You're going to implant this inside somebody. How does it become a viable organ?
So right now this is a prototype. So the long-term goal is really, can we incorporate cells and, for example, stem cells from the patient, that we can create fully compatible organs.
UConn researchers are also working with different cells to create tissue on non-degradable plastics.
Whether it's a muscle or bone or ligament, these cells have an environment they love to grow in, and we're trying to recreate that.
Tissue built upon a repetitive process. It is promising research made possible after teaming up with the ACT group in Cromwell at the forefront of 3D printing technology.
We're pretty much manufacturing each layer and building apart layer by layer. So it's a repetitive process.
Nick Gondek is a 3D engineer.
Sometimes you could press print and you have a model ready the next day. Others, it could take, a good 5 or 6 days for very large models.
In this case, starting with a computer model, then clicking on Build. Nearly 4 hours later,
this is a model of a patient's jaw.
Produced for a doctor trying to determine how to remove the cancerous dark spots.
So the mechanical properties of this material mimic mechanical properties of human bone.
3D printing on various plastics, metals, or ceramics, making an impact on medical science.